Awesome. Cool.
Is it recording now?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. Hi, I'm Timothy Luke, and I'm going to be talking about the 1+1. I'd like to thank our previous speaker, Tarini, for her speech about the Olympics. And can everybody hear me?
Woo!
Okay, great. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you are thinking of the math equation 2, which I hope all of you can solve, 1+1. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this smartphone right here. The smartphone that's as big as my hand and barely fits into my pocket. I'm going to first talk about the packaging or the boxes that it comes in. I'm going to be talking about my experience with the phone so far. And I'm going to talk about whether you should get this or an iPhone. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about how to get this phone. So first, the packaging that it comes in, or how OnePlus presents their phone. It comes in two boxes, which is kind of weird for smartphones. For all of you who have iPhones, it usually comes in one box, right? Yeah. So they have two boxes. One is where the charger is at, and second is where the phone, the USB, and the SIM tray remover is. So if I open the box with the actual phone, it has this kind of sleeve. It's a really unique design. It's kind of something new, and it looks really pretty too. So this is where your phone is going to be. I took everything out. This is where your SIM tray remover is. And this is where your tangle-free USB cable is. And then the other box is where your charger is going to be. Because the charger was so big, they wouldn't be able to fit it into this box. And they really cared about the design of the boxes, which means that they really care how their phone is presented. Now let's move on to my experience with the phone so far. So the first thing that you probably noticed converting from a small phone like the iPhone 4 is that this phone is huge. This thing is really huge. Probably an iPhone is about this big, but with that extra 2 inches of screen, it really makes a difference. And let's go on to the second thing. This thing is really fast too. I was able to play Asphalt 8, a game that requires a lot of processing power, really smoothly. On my iPhone 4, my car kind of like teleported. So my car was here one time, next second my car's here and I crashed into a wall. But on my 1+1, I actually see where it's moving. I can actually move pretty smoothly and avoid the wall and not crash. For the third good thing is that the camera is really nice too. This is a 13 megapixel shooter. I can record 4K videos and slow motion. iPhones still can't do that yet. They can record slow-mo, but not 4K yet. And for those who do not know what 4K is, it's really good definition. It's 4 times the resolution as the iPhone 6 Plus. Now, let's move on to the next good thing. I can unlock this phone with my face, too. All I have to do is just take a selfie. Although sometimes it doesn't work, though. Like right now, it doesn't work. It says, sorry, I don't recognize you. I'm not sure. Yes?
Did you take somebody else's phone?
I hope not.
This is not a planted joke, by the way.
And I think this is really convenient because this phone is such a big phone, a fingerprint scanner won't be as great. Because, you hold it with one hand and then you might drop it. You can still unlock it with one hand. And even if it doesn't recognize you, you can still enter in a passcode and it'll still work. Now for the next good thing, CyanogenMetal is on this, which means that you can customize anything on here. If I really wanted to, I can make this look like a Windows 8 phone, I can make this look like an iPhone 6, I can make it look like anything. All I have to do is just download a theme. Now for those who have jailbroken iPhones, they probably have a similar experience, but except when you have a theme downloaded, you have to use all the icons on that theme. On the OnePlus One, you could take out everything that you hate and only use what you love. So if you hate this icon, you could take this icon instead for, I don't know, whatever app you want. And CyanogenMod is also really convenient too with the gestures. I could double tap to turn on, double tap the banner to turn off. I could draw a V for flashlight, draw another V for turning it off, draw a circle for camera. I've never seen a phone do this before. I'm pretty sure iPhones can't do this, right? iPads, any other devices? Right. I tried to draw a circle on my dad's phone, did not work at all. And this is just really convenient. Those are only like a few of the gestures. OnePlus is going to add more gestures in the future, like saying, okay Snapdragon to turn it on, or okay OnePlus. Let's move on to, yes?
Have you used gesture to play music?
Oh, yeah. The gentleman with the blue tie asked if you could play music on this. And the answer is yes, but except it usually backfires. It turns on when it wants to. I really don't want to play it right now because usually it starts working, and then when it doesn't work and I just put it in my pocket, it starts working. It never works. This is still under development, I hope. And now let's move on to whether this phone is great for you or if you should just buy an iPhone 6 Plus or Samsung. If you're on a budget, this phone is what you really want. Because this phone is $350 off contract compared to an iPhone 6 Plus, which is about $1,000 off contract. You also get a really good processing power, 2.5 gigahertz, 801 Snapdragon quad-core processor, 3 gigs of RAM, and I also get 64 gigabytes of storage on this too. There's also a 16 gigabyte version, but to upgrade with the extra 48 gigs, you only have to pay $50. For iPhone, you have to pay an extra $200 if you want that extra 48 gigs. And if you like iOS, you're used to iOS, you have a lot of money on you, then buy an iPhone 6 Plus. If you like small phones, then get an iPhone 5S, or you could get a 6. If you like TouchWiz, which is on the Samsung Galaxy S5, and you drop your phone in the water a lot, you get a Samsung Galaxy S5 too. Now let's move on to how to get this phone. This is a very complicated process on how to get this phone. It's called the invite system, which pretty much means that whenever someone gets a phone, they have 3 invites to give out, which means that you have the chance to buy the phone. Without an invite, you cannot buy the phone. I got an invite from someone on the internet. I just said that I have a terrible phone called the iPhone 4, and they just felt bad for me, so they gave me a invite. And these invites are not really easy to get. They only gave out about 50,000 of these invites, and these invites are really rare to come upon. I gave one to my dad's friend, and he didn't really want the phone that much, but I still gave it to him either way. At the end, it expires. You don't really have a lot of time to buy the phone either. This invite system is just to filter out who really wants a phone and who doesn't want the phone. It also causes OnePlus to because OnePlus is a new company, they haven't started mass producing these phones yet. So they don't want to have such a big list to give out phones to. So they kind of like shorten it down with this invite system. Okay, I'm going to start summing this up, and I'm going to start ending this off too. So today I talked about the OnePlus 1, the packaging of this phone, my experience with this phone so far, whether you should get this phone or an iPhone, and how to get this phone. I'd like to introduce Vivav 2.
Good job.
Okay, so Vivav, he is a 12-year-old from Walpole. He likes to play many sports like soccer and basketball. He goes to Johnson Middle School. He loves to talk. He's really good at math. So please welcome Vivav. Al.